there, welcome to Market Insights. I am Lavina Emma. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. The weather is cool, but it's still a very lovely day. So on today's show, we're talking about the use of search engines to optimize your businesses. Now, before I got to understand the benefits of using search engines like Google, for example, I used to think that running a small business was all about hard work, having the greatest products, and also having a beautiful smile. But now, with my more education and enlightenment, I have seen that the use of search engines to grow your business, to showcase your business to the world, is of utmost importance. Now I'm going to tell you a story about a friend of mine. Now, let's just say her name is Jane. Now, Jane owned a little bakery for just a few months. She just started this business after learning about how to bake cakes, bake bread, bake buns, different items she could bake now. And she relied on word of mouth and also loyal customers who were buying these birthday cakes from her. But along the line, she also noticed that every time she went online, anytime her business was searched on using Google, for example, if you're looking for a baker for your birthday cakes, or if you're looking for a baker for to bake things like bread or buns or anything that required baking in large quantities for an event, other bakers had an edge over her because they actually used the use of search engines to grow their business, to ensure that their customers online see their businesses. And guess what? Jane's bakery in all of this was nowhere to be found. If you decide to do an online search of a business, you would never see it on the internet. So it was like having the best cake baker in town, but there was no way she could be found because she was hidden. Her talents were hidden because she wasn't online. Now, she started learning about this thing called SEO, search engine optimization. Now, how do you use this now? I know it sounds complicated at first, but it shows you how to grow your business and how to actually put the keywords online that people who search for you can discover your business now. So Jane had to figure out what the right words were to use to actually ensure that people can find her business online. So by building an excellent website and also creating a blog, that also helps too. It was tough at first, but it eventually paid off. And these days, whenever people search for her business, they put Jane's Bakery on any search engine, her name pops up. Why? Because she puts the best baker for your birthday cakes, for your best and sweetest baked bread, baked buns, baked queen cakes. All of that shows up because she put the right kind of keywords on her website to ensure that people can definitely see her when they search for her on any search engine on the internet. Now, these are the benefits of using search engine optimization to grow your small business. So this morning, my guest, who is also joining me virtually, will discuss the benefits of using search engine optimization to grow your business. So today we are discussing small business success, leveraging search engines for business growth. And I have a guest who is joining us virtually, and his name is Dr. Victor Adekunle. He's a blockchain expert and he's an advanced data analytics consultant. So welcome to the program, Dr. Victor Adekunle.
Morning. It's my pleasure to be here. Thank you very much.
Good morning to you also, and I'm glad to have you on the program. So now, Dr. Victor, now how important is it for small businesses to have a strong online presence in today's digital age?
Right, thank you very much. I think just to give you a little background, we have over 4 billion users on the internet today, of a population of the world of 8 billion people. So firstly, understand that a lot of people use the internet, 4 billion. So putting your business on the internet, for example, having a website would put you at a position where over 4 billion people would access or could access your business. So number one, you can't afford to start a business or to be into business without being online. You have to be on the internet. So again, being on the internet will not solve the problem, will not give you the best, will not help you to optimize the opportunities you have around you. So having a searchable account, having a searchable profile on the internet would also help you. And this is where search engine optimization comes into the picture. Google allows you to register your account freely and just put your business there, put in some information that would make people to search for you and get to see your account, your business, and what you offer on the internet, just on the search.
Okay. So, for example, we have a lot of people who are starting up new businesses every day. It could be a fashion business, a catering business, a food business. It could be a car rental business. Any of these businesses. So now, what would you advise benefits for using to this small time or this first time entrepreneurs? What would you advise them as to the benefits of using search engines to grow their businesses?
Thank you very much. I think I'll give you an example based on the ones you've highlighted. Let's talk about the food business. You see, you can make the best food in the world, and you're just right there at the corner of your room or whatever your location is, and people can't find you or can't locate you. They don't even have a feel of what you cook. They can't even see the picture or to know if this is something that is right for them, that is yummy in the look. So firstly, you need to be able to put your profile in a position that people can search for you on the internet. Like on Google, for example, your location is very, very important. And when you try it just right now, people can try, just go on Google and search for food businesses near me. I'm sure many of us have tried that in the past, and they will list just three, the three most important or the three closest food businesses to you. And you see the reviews, you see the location, you see the mobile phone number, and you see pictures and the reviews of people who have visited. That is something that will make your business visible. I tried for many clients at Vividex and even for my own personal business, putting myself online, I begin to check the analytics. And there's something we call Google Analytics that you can combine with that as well to get the activities of the people visiting your website from a Google search. So it is very, very important. It puts you on the map everywhere in the world and also help you to be searchable or discoverable by people around you in your local environment.
Okay, that's very key. The use of Google Analytics. A lot of first-time business owners need to be aware of this. Like you rightfully mentioned, you said there are over 8 billion internet users right now, and it's important for all these people if you want to ensure that your business grows to be able to see your profile, see what you offer, what services you offer on the internet. So now, how can small businesses with limited budgets effectively utilize search engine optimization?
Again, thank you very much for that. I think the first is the most important part of using maybe let me say services as Vividex or any other search engine optimization offers online or services is for you to be able to tailor your adverts to a specific location. While you can go online and try to make Google adverts, it could be very generic or it could just go beyond your location. So the first is based on your budget, you have a tailored advert that is specific to the people around you. Number one, with that, with your little budget, you can get as many as possible people to visit your business. Also, when you have strategies in place, just having a good picture, having your customers engaging, reviewing, or giving back feedback can also help people attract new people into your business to come and buy from you, to come and access your product or services. So very well for new business owners who are on low budgets. I think it is important that you get educated about how to use search engine right to maximize the potential of your business.
Okay. Yeah, but like you said, it's important. It's not everybody that is aware of how to use Google as a search engine to grow your business to ensure more people can see you and the services you offer. But people are also aware that there are certain keywords that has to be put on your profile for the search engine to be able to pick up your business profile on the internet, and therefore anytime people just key in, okay, I'm looking for a makeup artist, and they decide to search closest makeup artist to my location, it's those who have used these particular keywords now. So could you explain further on the use of these search engines, how to impute the right kind of keywords that can ensure that customers can see these business services whenever they search online?
Oh, good. Okay, fine. Talking about keywords, which is like very, very important because it appears in the description of your business. It gives the right message to the services you offer. So if you're able to use the right keyword, the question is, how do you know the right keywords to use? Go online and you type in the search words for today. even for the business. Sometimes you get to see a list. Most times you see a list of the keywords that have been used to search for your particular business in your category. Now, taking this keyword and putting them in your own job business description would help you. The first is that it enhances your visibility. It attracts local customers. The second thing is it helps your business to actually gain the required audience, right? So using the right keyword is very important. Again, another thing is for you being on low budget, you shouldn't take for joke the importance of having your contact properly written. Your business information and reviews are very, very important. Then make sure that you tailor your description to what you offer. Don't make it ambiguous. Don't make it too complex. Let people understand what you're searching for or what you supply as a service to people. Okay, so using the right keywords would make your business attractive even online as search is going on every now and then. Like I said earlier, over 4 billion users out of 8 billion people in the world are using the internet. So you need the right search words to be able to put your business in the face of people.
Okay, yes, the right kind of search results. Okay, let's just carry out this little test. So if a for example, if a clothing a boutique owner who has recently come back from the United States with some very nice evening gowns for ladies to wear to attend events now, and business hasn't been moving so fast, and yes, she has advertised on her social media pages, but it's still not growing as fast as she wants. So, how can such a business owner grow her business with the use of SEO, with the use of search engine optimization? Like, what kind of keywords should she put in on her business profile on the internet to ensure that her customers can easily see her and the services she offers? So, I'm just using a boutique owner as an example.
Good, thank you. I think, firstly, for me to suggest to you right now, would nullify the place of having a search engine in place or doing your analytics. This the mistake most people make is that they just go out of the top of their head to place the advert online and say, I sell bags, shoes, and the likes. I think you start from the search engine, start from the internet to ask what are people commonly searching for? Do you get it? About clothing, about fashion. So you just go on Google and say the common search word for female attires. You understand? Then that would give you an insight to the right word to use for your advertisement. Again, it's not just about using the words or having the keywords, but the way to place them. It could be where can I get? So where can I get the best attire from maybe the UK for a lady? Having that in your keyword could be better than buy ladies wear. Do you understand? So this is a comparison between two words that you can put in your description, right? To say get female wears or where can I get? Most people, most of the time, people go on Google to search for answers to questions. So it's usually like following thinking about the humans and the people, how they think, the psychology of searches, you understand that putting a why is better than just throwing the answer out there because you don't know how people search for things. But like I said again, a tip to everyone listening to me, go in search of the why and how and what. Thank you very much.
Okay, okay, that's very key. The why, the how, and the what. Yes, very, very key. Okay, now how can small business owners measure their success of their SEO efforts?
Good. So we have what we call GMB, okay, which is a Google My Business profile. It's an opportunity Google have provided for business owners to be able to put their business online. So you can register on Google to search for GMB, Google My Business, and this gives you like the insights of the number of times your business appear in searches. All right. So with that, you know how many times you appear in searches, who are the people searching for your business, their location, demography, and all sort of things. Then when you combine this information with Google Analytics, like I mentioned earlier, it even takes your business to the next level because you're able to gain in-depth insight to your customer journey, or let me say user journey, from the search to your website, how many people visited. Then on your website, you can even see their activities. With Google Analytics breaking it down for you, you can see their drop-off point. That is, where did they get to before they drop off your website? Did they engage? Did they finally buy a product? This is what we call, conversion, retention, and the like. So I think combining these tools, GMB and GA, which is Google Analytics, could make your business, blow in a very short time. It is important in the internet age and the data age. You can't joke with your business data. So get yourself online, people.
Hey, thank you for that, Dr. Victor. Okay, now let's talk about the common challenges these small business owners might face now. So, what when trying to improve their search engine rankings, now what common challenges can small time or rather first time business owners encounter?
Well, I think the first is lack of time. Understand that if you're a business owner, you're almost like the everything. You are the social media manager, you are the sales person, you are the marketer, you are all. So most of the time, people don't have enough time to wait patiently to observe what is going on around their business, to examine the data. So it is actually very important for you as a business owner to know how to delegate, to know how to involve people in your business, to know how to make people help you. So the first phase is lack of time. The second thing is inconsistent information across social media. You want to have consistent information. Talk of your phone number, your location, the name, the products you sell, and your services. You need to have them consistent everywhere. They call it NAP, which is name, address, and phone. You understand? Then the next one is how do you undo your reviews? The first is you should encourage your buyers to give reviews as soon as they buy your product. So you must perhaps you have incentives, encouragement for them to, because with reviews, you can understand how they feel and what they feel around your business. Also, if you're able to target or tag, let me say, track your negative reviews, right? You can understand how to also solve this kind of problem. You want to know how to undo the negative reviews smartly. And the next thing is keeping your content fresh. You see, people will build trust with you when you are constantly updating your business profile online on social media. I mean, how do I do business with you if the last time you were online to update your business, to update your pictures is about 3, 4, 5 years ago or 4 months ago? You understand what I'm trying to say about that? So it is important that you keep your profile fresh. So this is one of the things they encounter: outdated profile, outdated pictures, videos, and all.
Okay. Okay, so now how can these small businesses stay ahead of the game? You know, the business world is very competitive. Everybody is always trying to adapt or else they become extinct. So now how can these small businesses stay ahead in this constantly changing search engine algorithms?
All right, thank you. Well, I think the first is to stay informed. If you're using any tool, it is important that you stay around that tool to know the updates. Recently, Google brought out an update around the GMB that I mentioned earlier, which is called attributes. They give you the opportunity to enlist the attributes of your business, the things you offer. Okay, for an adult who is offering a service, you understand, maybe for massage or something like that, you want to tell them that you have a playground for your kids to come in. That would attract them as well. Do you get that? So it is important that you follow the update to see the opportunities available for you to be able to attract more customers to your business. Another thing is for you to utilize data. I mean, at the moment right now, data is a king, right? Information is key, like we say. But from data, you can actually get insight. So please, as a business owner, either you're small or large, you have to take very seriously your data. You need to be able to find a way to collect data, to have information, and your reviews as well. When you get reviews, they would channel your ideas and your thinking towards what your buyers and your customers are checking for.
Okay, that's thank you very much for that, Dr. Victor. Yes, these are very key points that you have raised here. Okay, now, so what advice would you give to these small business owners who are just very new to SEO, to the use of SEO, especially perhaps people who own shops in the market and they are still not getting all the patronage that they need and they have invested so much into this business. So what advice would you give them in terms of how to use the internet and search engines to get the profits that they need for their business?
Right. I think I have this simple idea that I work with, okay, which is I call it becoming a brand of influence, right? It's from a book that I read, and I've actually applied that to my personal business and personal life. And it's about 5 P's, right? The first is about your pitch. The major thing is for you to be able to get your brand message out to the world. How do they see what you do, and how easily can you actually pass the message? If you have the right market, you have the right message, you should be able to get that message to the right people. The next thing is your profile. You need to have an online profile. You need to have an online image. You need to be searchable. So for you, if you're a local business owner, try to get on the internet, have a social media handle, have be on Google Business, my business. Okay. The next one is about your products. Your products. How do you communicate what you sell, the services you offer to the world? If your product is not getting out there, nobody's coming to buy. The reason why we lack sales is because we are unable to attract, generate enough leads. So get your products out there. And the next one is actually your publishing. What do you publish? What do you publish about your business? Do you have messages constantly going out? Content. This is a content marketing period, right? Where you have a lot of people making it on the internet through content creation. You need to be able to get your product out there through the right content. And the last one, I would say, to a small business owner, very, very important. It's something that we should start pushing in Africa, even in Nigeria, precisely, for example, partnership. Partnership. This is a part where people don't take serious or they joke with. You need to partner with bigger businesses or people who offer similar services, who together you can break the bounds, you can enter the rooms. With a partner, you can reach a level you will not get in the next 5 or 10 years. So get a partner, combine and partner with people of like minds, okay, who can take your business from A level to a B level. Thank you.
Now, what is the importance of having a mobile-friendly website for small businesses in terms of search engine rankings?
All right, very simple. I think I'll go by starting from the number of people that uses mobile phone compared or mobile devices compared to the ones who use a desktop or computers, right? The first is that it is very easy for one to get a mobile phone today. So most people, at least if you count in the list of 10 people, most people will have mobile phones. But if you count the same 10 people, ask them if they have computers or desktops. So the first is that they have a mobile device. And that is the first thing. So you have a large market or you have a large number of people that uses mobile device. So beyond just you building a website, you need to understand how this website look on the mobile phone. So we have UI UX designers, and this is what they try to do. They try to understand user experiences, right? To be able to build an interface that is actually very reachable for anyone using a mobile phone. So the first is that if the navigation on the website or a mobile website is bad or is difficult on a mobile device, then it makes life difficult for them. And that is what I mentioned earlier about drop-offs. Sometimes this could be the only reason why you are not converting the people or the users or the visitors on your website to your customers. Okay, you might be able to generate leads from the search engine, from Google to your website. What about the easy navigation your website is providing for them? So it is important that you have a website that easily communicates what you sell and gives it room for navigating from the beginning to the end and to the point where they finally buy your product, which is what you're after in the first place anyway.
Okay, okay, that was well said. Okay, thank you for that. Yes. Okay, now let's still talk about the use of still on rankings now. How can small businesses effectively balance the pursuit of short-term keyword rankings with long-term strategy and brand building?
Okay, good. Thank you very much. I think about ranking, the things that really pushes a website or a business up is usually about the reviews. When check very well, when you search for anything online, you check the number of reviews and you discover that the first three, which is called maybe the three mark packs, right? The mark packs of this SEO, the GMB, and all sort of things, is about the number of reviews and how searchable the keyword is or the name of your business and what you do. So you see, branding is actually not something you do just once. You have a personal brand and you have a business brand. It's something you build over a period of time. But the first is that you have a genuine product. In fact, if you're trying to build anything, if a product is real and is solving real life problems, it will trend faster and easily. Then you can easily build a brand around that. And when your brand is solid, right, your face on the internet and your social media platform, it helps users to be able to trust. And so what is important is about your expertise. Are you able to communicate your expertise? I call it EECT. How you are EEAT, how you are able to communicate your experience, your expertise, right? And how you are able to truly make them trust your product eventually. Do you understand? So it's about you profiling yourself as an authority. So as a brand, you need your experience to be communicated properly. You need your expertise to be out there. And if you're able to do this over time and you're able to communicate yourself as an authority, then the last is that they begin to trust you. Then easily allow your users or make your users give you reviews. Once you have high reviews, then you begin to rank. Once you have consistent profile names, consistent phone numbers, consistent websites, over the internet on social media, your platform is unique and is consistently being improved, right? You're updating your product, you begin to rank as a brand. And that is very easy. I mean, it is very, very easy. Then you can push in adverts to trend beyond your locality. You can also begin to bring in influencers into your product. That is another thing. Sometimes your brand hasn't gained that space that you need, then you can partner with other people. That was why I mentioned partnership. It is important that you partner with brands that are close to yours, that are doing the same thing, or that can help push your own brand up.
Okay. Okay, yes, I can see that. Yes, these partnerships will definitely help to grow these new businesses when they start initially. Now, given the how do I put this now? Okay, now given the increasing okay, first of all, before we go into that now, how can with the use of SEO, we have a lot of people who are just starting to understand how it's going to help to grow their businesses now. Okay, now how can businesses continuously stay ahead in terms of the competition in the business world? Like, there is not just one person doing a particular business, there are so many people doing this business. So, how can businesses stay continuously competitive with the use of SEO in terms of when competing with other big brands in the business world?
Right. I think one straight answer that I'll give for that is to pay attention to the frequent challenges users face. And the second is the frequently asked questions. Number one, your brand is unique and your business is unique, even in the midst of competition. Some people do competitor analysis, right? Which is part of what we do as analytics consultants. We do competitor analytics. But beyond you analyzing your competitor, you need to be able to understand the message your users are communicating to you, the customers are communicating. Now, seek to answer those specific questions. I was listening to Amazon CEO recently, and he was talking about the fact that there was never a time a user said, "You are too fast. You to supply the goods too fast. I need you to reduce the time." Meaning they have been able to understand that something that is constantly a message in the on the mind and the heart or the mouth of their users is about the speed of delivery. So if you can consistently improve that one thing that you have found that your user consider as problem, you will stand out. Okay, and be able to also understand where to sell your products. If you have the right products, right, you need to find the right market. Another thing is that people come up with businesses and they are struggling in the wrong location. Meaning, no matter how good your business is, you need to actually find your own niche down and focus on what is actually unique about you. Why there are a lot of people offering the same services? Something has to be specific, something has to stand out about your own product. Once you have been able to discover that common pain points from your users, then you can seek to solve that problem continuously and then you stay abreast.
Okay. Okay, now how can yes, like an expert, like you've said, your expert's advice will be needed on this for small time business owners. Now, how can they leverage their social media to enhance their SEO efforts?
Okay, good. As part of the products that, or let me say, offers that Google brought out recently, is about the social media part, where they've given the opportunity for you to combine your social media platforms all together into one place, connecting with your Google, my business profile, right? So with that, once your business is being accessed, you can actually find the same business across different social media platforms. Finding that business and seeing consistency about their product and performance builds this what we call trust, right? So you need to be able to make sure that you connect all your social media platforms together on your Google My Business account, and then you are able to stay updated on each of those profiles. Also, this is a social media age. A lot of people are using social media. I must drop this in to say that if you are here and you're a business owner, get on YouTube. This is one of the things what people don't take seriously. Google owns YouTube, right? And we have 2.7 billion users on YouTube right now. Now, it is very easy that when you search for something on Google, you will find a link that comes for it again with alongside from YouTube. Meaning that if you get yourself on YouTube, your business on YouTube, perhaps you cook, for example, and you're a food selling product, and that's all you are all about. Just do small videos that talks about your products, even showing them how you made your stuff. Give people an opportunity to test your product even before they get to see you eventually. By the time you go into the search and they're able to find you, they see your page, the more they see you, the more you are in their faces, the more they will trust your business and be willing to deal with you because you stop becoming being a stranger and becoming somebody they can relate with because they have seen you do it. They can see your pictures, they can see your designs, they can see your products and all sort of things. So get on YouTube, add YouTube to all your social media platforms and connect them into one particular bucket so that it will be very easy for them to track your progress across and trust your business at the end.
Hey, that was well said. Thank you for that, Dr. Victor. Now, let's talk about the ethical implications of this search engine optimization. Now, now there are certain ethical implications to using SEO. So, how can businesses ensure that they are maintaining a positive online reputation while optimizing for search engines?
Well, I think it's actually by choice for you to release your information. You see, so many times when you log in into a website or you visit a website for the first time, there are usually pop-ups on your screen asking you if you want to accept a yes or a no, and you see cookies and all. I mean, it's okay that you are able to collect your user data, but it is also the choice of the user to actually release your data there. So what thing we do when it comes to data privacy is for you to put in policies already. You set policies in place that make users to know what they are going into. And then you know that there is boundary between what you share and what the information you give them as to what you want to use with their data and what you are going to use with it. So the first thing is to protect yourself and to protect your users is for you to communicate it clearly in policies, right? And make sure you stay within the boundaries of the information. And to be honest, there is a large risk around right now because of the use of AI. A lot of people are divulging their information on the internet as much as we are trying to come up with different rules and guidelines to as to how to utilize data and how to use data, it is also important to users to also know and understand where they are releasing or putting their information out there on the internet. So as a business owner, it is important that you handle your customer data. Even you also I work in a firm or in an industry where we talk about risk, right? There are some information that we find it difficult to get even when it is accessible, the government in those entities don't allow the use of those data. They don't allow us to collect it. So understanding the law governing your environment and your own kind of business, and also communicating this early to your users as to the policy surrounding how you use their data would also save you from problems or issues that could come up in future.
Okay, yes. Thank you for this, Dr. Adekunle. Yes, now the use of the internet is very key to grow businesses. So we're going to be talking about how I just want to ask a few questions now on how for example, you talked about the use of YouTube, that it's very effective for business owners. For example, if you own a cooking business, you could put videos of what you're doing on YouTube, and it also helps. Now, YouTube also has these sponsored ads that they put. So now, how can people generate some form of revenue from having these sponsored ads on their videos also, just to generate revenue from the use of YouTube? And yeah, let's just start with that first of all.
All right, good. So I think I would like to also educate people as per making money on YouTube. See, a lot of people think once you have a lot of followers, you make so much money just by growing your followers. But it's all in categories. Entertainment, business, education, and all sort of things make money differently. Meaning that the amount of money YouTube allocates to those things depends on the amount of money they are getting from those kind of products as well, or those kind of categories of businesses on YouTube. So, firstly, Making money on YouTube could be in different ways. One of it is about building your followers and the number of click, and also we call, let's say, pay per click and something like that. Yeah, you can make a lot of money from that. But the other part is this, that you don't even need to have 1 million followers on YouTube before you make money. See, just with 1,000 followers, just even 100 of strong and trusted followers who are very loyal to your business, you can make millions without having 1 million of followers. The idea is that when you put yourself out there, it breaks the barrier of strangeness when it comes to people accessing you. Now you can see me on this media. You probably seen my picture somewhere, but you can hear me speak. There's a level of trust that has been built over this conversation. So if you're able to release a series of your videos on YouTube, people can see how smart you are, your expertise, your experience, and they will be willing to deal with you. So it won't be a thing of YouTube paying you for them viewing your profile. It is them coming to you and saying, I want to do business with you. I have an experience of that. My clients have experienced that. On the first day I uploaded a video on YouTube, I had a lot of people reaching out to say, can you partner with us? Can you do this with us? Do you understand that? So beyond the number of clicks, being on YouTube will bring in more subscribers. Again, it will bring in partners, it will bring in trust for you. So again, I'm saying it to people, if you have a business, go on YouTube, add YouTube to your collection of social media platforms.
Okay. Okay, I can see you're very you really believe in the use of YouTube for business owners. Okay, particularly the small business owners. Now, we're still on profits from the use of search engines. So now how can small businesses accurately measure their return on investments of their SEO efforts, of their search engine optimization efforts, especially when considering factors like brand awareness and customer loyalty?
Very good. So there's something we call UTM. It's some like a form of tag that is attached to your advertisement on YouTube. I said on YouTube, on Google, and any of your let me say social media platforms. So many times you can tell which of your adverts is actually bringing in the users. So meaning for every user that visit your website through an advert, okay, there is a tag attached to know where they came from. So with that information, you can tell which of your adverts is actually performing well. And that would make you or help you to be able to adjust. I've done this several times. What I do so many times is to connect my LinkedIn account, check my post and insights from my post and see how people have visited my website from that day on that particular day where I had a large number of impression or a large amount of let me say visits. Now, with this analytics, you can tell. So this is where Google Analytics come into the picture. You can also add this to your Stripe account where the payments are being made, and you see the user journey to see the number of users that came through your search to your website and eventually bought a product. So you're looking at the lead generated from your search, and you're also looking at the conversion and then what profit you're able to get. With that, you can actually compare. You can do a percentage comparison between the amount you have invested in the particular advertisement and the amount of returns it brought to you. This would help you know if it's to channel more advertisement or more funds or budget towards that kind of advertisement or reduce it. You will know the ones that are effective in the form of the advertisements you're making and the ones that are not. Okay, so there's usually a tag that makes it easy for you to identify where or the channels which your users came from, the funnel that generated those kind of users, the leads, and then the conversion and all sort of things. Yeah.
Okay. Before we go further, what does UTM mean? You mentioned UTM on Google.
It's actually, I would say it's actually tracking. Like I said, it's the word urchin is following, let me say, putting in something as a tag, right? It's more like a tailored way to track the number of the people, the way or the channel through which people follow to your website. So this is added to, let me say, an advertisement. So it is very easy for you to know that, okay, this particular user came through this particular advert. So definitely with that, you can tell that, okay, I think I've seen where this person came from. He's coming from so platform. He came, it's more like a parameter to actually measure the number of visits per advertisement, right? And if you don't have that information, you can examine the result and the performance of your adverts.
Thank you for that, Dr. Adekunle. Now, before we round up the program, let's talk about the use of artificial intelligence. It's something that this technology is growing every day and it's really spreading now. So, with the rise of voice search with and artificial intelligence now, how will SEO, that's a search engine optimization, evolve for small businesses?
Well, I think artificial intelligence is a topic that is very interesting, and you can see me smiling when you talk about it. It's something we really don't even know that we are utilizing day in, day out. And it's going to be everything, or let me say a lot of things for many people. Talk of the fact that you're speaking on your phone or you're talking, and then you can see your phone responding or recording what you're doing, right? And do you know a minute later, while scrolling through your gallery, you start to see adverts of what you just discussed with somebody, and you're wondering, how did Google know I just discussed this particular product a few minutes ago? The advantage of you now having your business online is that even when people didn't search, just talking about I need food, I am hungry, I want to buy clothes or something like that, or mentioning a particular product with a specific word, your product can actually come on their phone. Do you get that now? So it is important more than ever before that you have the right keywords in your business description. Again, like I said, your phone is listening, right? It's listening every time, which is where artificial intelligence comes in. And there is something we call it, let me say, classification or segmentation. Very, very important when it comes to you knowing your users and how they came into your platform. See, with artificial intelligence, with machine learning, with analytics, you can actually know and segment them. Okay, and we'll call recommendation system as well. If you use, let's say, Netflix, so many times they recommend movies of your type to you, and you wonder how that is possible, how that is happening. Meaning that on your on your own website, they can bring your website to another person who just bought a product, a similar product. The same thing happens on Amazon. I mean, I'm using those popular websites to say that you can buy a product and they recommend another thing. So again, it's about you just having the right word attached to your products online, to your services, so that with all these tools available, your business will be searchable.
Thank you very much, Dr. Victor Adekunle, for joining us on Market Insights as we discuss how to use search engines to optimize your business growth. It's been a pleasure discussing this with you, and I do hope you could join us again right here in our studios to discuss more on the use of the internet to grow your business. Many thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much for Sub TV for having me. It's a pleasure now. I can't wait to be here again.
Hey, okay, let's take a look at our money rates this morning. That's the foreign exchange, how the dollars, the pound sterling, and the euro is also faring for today, Wednesday, 31st August. So we're looking at the Central Bank of Nigeria rates and the parallel markets rate. So for the dollar, this is the selling rates for both at the CBN rates and the parallel market rates. So for the dollars, it's 1,528 naira to $1. That's at the CBN rates. For the parallel market rates, it's 1,661 naira to $1. And for the pound sterling, the CBN rate is 1,992 naira to £1 sterling, and the parallel market rate is 2,131 naira to £1 sterling. And for the euro, it's 1,684 naira to €1. That's the CBN rate. The parallel market rate is 1,796 naira to €1. So those are our money market rates this morning. Many thanks for watching the program Market Insights as we discuss the use of search engine optimization to grow your business. And like my guest said, Dr. Victor Adekunle, with the right keywords and how to make use of, he emphasized the use of YouTube. It helps effectively when people see you consistently in their faces. Either you're showing off your products, either you're showing how to make your products. They will be interested in patronizing your business. Many thanks for watching the program this morning. I am your host, Lavina Emma. Do stay tuned to the news updates on Souk News Television.